is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
First reading, a reading from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verses 1 to 11. The Lord told me to go and buy myself some linen shorts and to put them on, but He told me not to put them in water. So I bought them and put them on. Then the Lord spoke to me again and said, Go to the Euphrates River and hide the shorts in a hole in the rocks. So I went and hid them near the Euphrates. Sometime later, the Lord told me to go back to the Euphrates and get the shorts. So I went back, and when I found the place where I had hidden them, I saw that they were ruined and were no longer any good. Then the Lord spoke to me again. He said, This is how I will destroy the pride of Judah and the great pride of Jerusalem. These evil people have refused to obey me. They have been as stubborn and wicked as ever, and have worshipped and served other gods. So then, they will become like these shorts and are no longer any good. Just as shorts fit tightly around the waist, so I intend all the people of Israel and Judah to hold tightly to me. I did this so that they would be my people and would bring praise and honor to my name, but they would not obey me. This is the word of the Lord.
Today in the Gospel we hear about the mustard seed. We have heard this parable many times, but let us reflect something new today. The Holy Gospel of our Lord according to St. Matthew. Jesus told them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like this. A man takes a mustard seed and sows it in his field. It is the smallest of all seeds, but when it grows up, it is the biggest of all plants. It becomes a tree so that birds come and make their nest in its branches. Jesus told them still another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like this. A woman takes some yeast and mixes it with a bushel of flour until the whole batch of dough rises. Jesus used parables to tell all these things to the crowds. He would not say a thing to them without using a parable. He did this to make come true what the prophet had said. I will use parables when I speak to them. I will tell them things unknown since the creation of the world. This is the gospel of the Lord. Today we find the parable of the mustard seed. Now what is different about our reflection today is that I point to you that a mustard seed is not the smallest of all seeds. So what is Jesus trying to tell here with this parable? Jesus is actually trying to show a contrast between when the beginning, where the mustard seed is tiny and small, where it grows into a huge tree. Now, seeds planted in us, as we will see in the next few days, are blessings of the Lord. These blessings are tiny, almost impossible to see. But if we take care of these blessings, if we reflect on God's blessings, God's graces that He has poured into our lives, then those graces will start to grow within us. And as the mustard seed grew into a huge tree, which others, animals and birds benefited out of it, the blessings in our hearts although they are tiny and small, they will grow. If we take care of them, they will grow into blessings and graces where not only we benefit, but people in our lives benefit from it when they see us. So think about the blessings in your life, even the tiniest blessing in your life, the tiniest grace that you have received from the Lord. Think of it as a mustard seed. And read this passage, and you will see that this mustard seed, this blessing, this tiny grace will grow into a huge tree, a grace that others will benefit, a grace, a blessing that others will profit from.
Sri Wachanayano.